So I recently had my 2017 Dodge Charger RT into the dealership for some scheduled maintenance. Oil change, tire rotation, things like that. I just really didn't feel like doing it. And they tried to tell me that my brake system could really use a flush. So, does my brake fluid really need to be changed? Or was my dealership trying to scam me into some expensive service? Let's find out. Your brake system is arguably the most important system in your vehicle. I don't know about you, but I don't like the idea of dying a fiery death from rear-ending a Pinto. The entire process of stopping your vehicle, of applying your brakes, can generate a lot of heat in the system, and that can cause components to break down and can also cause a lot of moisture to build up in your fluid. So how do you know if your brake fluid really needs to be changed? Some people say every 30 to 40,000 miles, some say every 2 years, some say follow your dealer's recommended service intervals. There's so many different answers out there. But is there a way to find out the health of your brake fluid? Well, there are a few tests you can do. They won't cost you a whole lot, and they only take a couple of minutes. Obviously, the first thing you want to do is look at your brake fluid. You know, is it level low? Is it dirty? None of these are indicators as to whether your fluid is bad or not, but it can give you an idea of the overall health of your brake system. Is there a lot of debris floating around in there? That would mean stuff is starting to break down. Is the level low? Is there a possible leak? Things like that. Look at the fluid first. So the next thing you can do is check your brake fluid for moisture with one of these. This is a brake fluid moisture testing pen, and it's pretty straightforward, and it instantly tells you or gives you a good idea of the moisture content in your brake fluid. So in order to use the fluid testing pen, get access to your brake fluid reservoir, take the cap off, exposing these two metal prongs. Then all you're going to do is you're going to stick this down in your fluid, then you're going to press the button. And there you can see my fluid's at about 2% or less than 2% moisture. So it's in the amber range. With the moisture test out of the way, we can now test the brake fluid for copper. And to do that, we're going to use these. These are test strips by Phoenix Systems. And as you can see, you can test for both coolant and brakes, depending on which end of this test strip you use. So for brakes, you just dip it in the brake fluid, shake off any of the excess, let it set for 90 seconds or so, and then you compare the color to this chart. And that'll tell you the level of copper that's in your brake fluid. So let's go ahead and test the fluid. All right, we got our test strip here. We're just going to dip this down into the brake fluid. Shake off all the excess. Let that set for 90 seconds or so. And we'll come back and see where we're at. All right, so as you can see, we're sitting at probably, around 30 parts per million or so. So it's not up in the replace brake fluid range yet, but it's definitely showing signs of some contamination. So what's the verdict? Obviously my brake fluid's not new. I mean, I've put on 60,000 miles or so since I've owned the car. Yeah, it's not like it's going to fail tomorrow, but it is definitely showing signs of age. So I'll probably just go ahead and have it done at my next service. I might do it myself. Haven't decided yet. I guess time will tell. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe, hit the bell. I'll see you on the next one.